Now, sales don't just appear. This script sets you up for success. This is one of the most powerful resources in our academy. And as long as they follow the friggin' script, this will turn studio owners from struggling to thriving in no time.
Like when I say that this has been the most powerful resources in our entire academy to turn plenty of studio owners just like yourselves from like struggling to thriving and from poor to profit and from like scraping by to now building teams and scaling into second locations, it's because of this sales script. So please, I want you to lean in on this. Anyone can do this. Sales is a process. It can be learned. Nobody actually wants a gym membership. They want the outcome. We've gone through this, right? And everyone's in sales. The story of, we want to talk about, the holiday, the destination, not the aeroplane, not the 14-hour flight. We want you to prescribe as a doctor, and we want you to be the lifeguard and the lifesaver, kind of rescuing these people out of the water. Practice, practice, practice. Do the reps. Like I role played every single day. Now, the S.O.L.V.E.R stands for this. So set the scene, open the gap, labeling, vary the pitch, expel the concerns early, and run the close, which is like a certain line in this script. So set the scene, which means like the 6 sections of the script, but done in a way that will help you understand. And we've got a bit of a self-audit for later on where you might be doing well and where you've got some gaps in the sales scripting as you're actually executing this. This is the same training that I built sales teams on. Sales teams that sold memberships on behalf of all the studios that we worked with. It's how I indoctrinated them. It's how I inducted them. It's how I performance managed them. It's how we identified where they could get better on calls and ultimately make me more money and make the studios more money. So set the scene is where, it's the part in the script where we build rapport. We try and get in the friend zone and we want to relate with the people that we are speaking to and to ultimately set the scene of where they've been, what's worked, what hasn't worked. Oh, really important. We want to open the gap. We want to establish the difference between here, where they are right now, feeling the pain, and there, from the smiley face to the sad face. We want it to be vivid. We want to really get really specific and dig deep. So we understand why now, why is this so important, how will that make them feel? So that really stretches and opens up the gap. Then labeling is a really, really effective sales technique where we label what they say as what they need with, our language, which will feature later in the pitch. But most important thing here is not to pitch too early. We don't start pitching yet. This is not the stage to pitch, but it's where we label what they're looking for with what we have. Then V stands for varying the pitch, where we slow it down, we engage and we get specific. We vary the pitch based on solving their problems. We expel their concerns early. This is the objection handling. We clarify early, ask the right questions, use trial closes, and there's some examples that I'm going to mention to eradicate and expel any concerns or objections early. So it's early objection handling. And then we run the close, which is a line that we have in the script, where we have the dramatic price drop, we've got the scarcity, we've got the urgency, and we've got that confidence and conviction that you have when you come through and you execute the close because you are the expert in your field. That's the S.O.L.V.E.R framework that happens through this script. All right, so here's the script. This is a game changer, honestly. I can't make this any bigger or any bolder. It won't let me. Actually, it might. No, it literally won't let me, okay? But if I could, I would. Follow the script. Trust the script. There is so much going on in this that is kind of like underlying techniques weaving through these different sections. It's built like that on purpose, designed in a way to maximize your conversion rates. Okay. So what I want you to do is before the call is have this script ready. Remember I told you to print it out 5 times. Have the script ready. Have your phone, got your notepad, you got your pen, you got your laptop, you got your calendar ready to book them in. And also what I did as well is I had Facebook open. The reason why I did that was because like when the lead would come through, I would do a quick Facebook, Instagram, TikTok search and see if I can find this person and, look for different clues that I can use to help me build rapport in this opening section or in the rapport section, which I thought was a bit of an X factor that I had. And I learnt this over time. Okay. So if you saw that they, had a profile picture of them holding a surfboard, you might talk about surfing a bit later on, as that's what do you like? You like surfing or you surf or something? And they go, yeah, I do surf. And you go, oh, so do I. If you actually do. The amount of hobbies that I ended up telling people that I had was phenomenal. So this is the opening section, okay? There's a lot going on here. So let me go through this and I'll explain what's happened. So I almost now say this really enthusiastically as if they know me. So I go, John. And I go, yeah. And I go, it's Dozer from studio. How are you? And they go, oh, it's almost like do I know this person? So automatically you've got a gap that's opened up because they haven't quite registered that this is a marketing call or a sales call. And then you've got a couple of options here. If you're making the sales on behalf of the studio, you can say the owner asked me to call you, or you could say, I just wanted to give you a quick buzz as it looks like you've showed some interest in our program. So you got the two options. You got the owner, or I just wanted to give you a quick buzz. Now listen, I've only got 2 minutes to chat, so I'm going to keep this super short. So what you're doing here is you're saying like, I don't have time either. So before they've got time to say I don't have time, you've gone, I've only got 2 minutes to chat, so I'm going to keep this short. So you're adding some persuasion and authority now because, shit, this guy must be busy / successful. Now, the purpose of this call is to find out a little bit more about yourself, what you want to get out of the program, just so I can see if it's going to be the right fit for you. Well, that's called a pre-frame. You've pre-framed the fact that you've got the decision, and ultimately, kind of the power shifted that they're actually auditioning for you in a way. Okay, you're not like a telemarketer trying to take money off them. You've given them a call in response to them putting through their interest, but you're busy. You've got 2 minutes, so you're going to keep this super short, and you're going to see if it's going to be the right fit for them based on some questions. So the idea here is we want to get this done in about 4 to 6 seconds. Really strong. You get this done in about 4 to 6 seconds without rushing it. People are going to know that you are sharp as a tack, you mean business, you've pre-framed your authority, and you've created the right conditions to move into the next level. So now we go into the rapport stage. So mate, aside from health and fitness, and then we slow it down, what's the Jamie story? And then we slow it down. We want to build rapport, and they might go, oh, what do you mean? You go, what do? You got married, your kids? You surf. What you're doing here is you want to like massive intelligence gathering, but like you also want to just like the goal here is to find and fuse a connection with these guys. You know, based on what they're saying and what they're responding, your goal here is to kind of like, bang, I got it. That's my connection, okay? To build rapport. Once you feel like you've got that, again, another minute on this, is you go into the mindset side of things. So don't rush this. This is where we really want you to slow down. The goal here is to get into the mindset of the caller and really understand their pain. Let it get deep. Like the amount of times that there's been tears in this part here is not uncommon, okay? Like you can probably be vulnerable first to help this thing along, but also genuinely care about these people and, you know, treat their responses with dignity and respect. Write down notes and use it to make your pitch more helpful, but don't pitch yet. So look, have you heard of, you know, this brand before? What got you interested? Like you ask these questions, you know, so where are you at currently? This is the now, this is the point A. And where do you want to be, you know, in 6 months from now or by Christmas? That's the point B. That's the gap, okay? You've opened up the gap. So you've established the gap, now we want to open it. Why is that important for you? We want to sort of get some emotional pain points here. And then how would that make you feel if you got there? And then you might have to paint the picture for them to make it so much more visible and vivid for these guys. So instead of like lose weight, how much weight? What does that look like? What would you be able to wear if you did that? What have you got upstairs in your closet that you can't probably fit in at the moment that will allow you to fit into that? And I'm just using some easy kind of, you know, fat loss as an example, but you know, whether it's mobility or mental health, like paint the picture. Like how many sessions a week do you think would actually like help you with your mental sort of health? Yeah, great. Okay, yeah. So what would happen if you didn't do that? What does life look like then? Well, run me through what a day feels like and looks like there. Run me through what a day in life looks like and feels like when you are hitting your 4 sessions a week. Like, you know, and then in the past, what stopped you from achieving these results? You know, you see the curiosity tone. What do you think you need us to do to close that massive gap from where you are today to where you want to get to? What is it that you think you need? And then they start saying things. This is where you start labeling. Oh, so nutrition support. Oh, so accountability. Oh, so like workshops. Oh, a community. This is where you label. And then finally, like, why now? We want to look for now versus later. Why did you reach the point now where you need help versus, well, what would happen if you didn't do anything now and just wait until next year? You want to dig for emotional drivers and like needs assessment and time assessment. And if you didn't get these results by then, whenever then is, how would that make you feel? Dig, like peel it back just to check, because I think I've got something for you. But like on a scale of 1 to 10, if I had the plan, how important is it for you to achieve this? 1 out of 10. And then has anyone ever sat with you and shown you how to achieve these goals? We want to find out again where some gaps are for them to realize that there's been gaps along the way and it's not their fault. So now what you do here is you take the gold nuggets, of what they've said, and you basically recap and you almost tie it up in a little bow for them in this recap section, and you connect your program as a solution. So you go, look, based on what you've told me, you know, and then you recap it, you go bang, bang, bang. I think you'd be the perfect fit for our whatever, which is designed for guys like you or girls like you who want to be, and then you basically rattle off what they said that they're looking for without doing the things that they don't want to do. And then, I've added some lines in here that, and this works so well, but you just take away, distance yourself from the other competitors out there, that over time when you do more and more of these phone calls, you will start to get a pattern of what people are looking for and what they're trying to avoid, and then ultimately what they're just looking to do. So you see some examples here. For guys like you who want to be lean, fit and strong without giving up their social life, and mate, no, there's no powerlifters or bodybuilders here, man. Like, we don't have any Miros, no fucking egos, no dickheads. Just guys that want to live a healthier life and wind back the clock a bit. You hear them say, oh my God, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Or over here, like designed for girls like you that want to get toned, restore their energy, feel proud of what they see in the mirror without giving up their social life or drinks with the girls. Have some fun in here. Like, particularly if you're actually speaking to your target market, like we used to say things like, without giving up cheese and wine night, watching Married at First Sight, or, a day at the races with the girls. Oh, great, good. Oh, you guys are human. Like, tweak this based on who you're actually selling to and what avatar. No powerlifters or bodybuilders, just ladies that, strong women that want to get a healthy lifestyle and just feel better about themselves, wind back the clock a little bit. You can hear them, right? So now we're going to the pitch. So now insert your offer. This is just an example. So don't just use this because you have it here in front of you. Sub this out for what you've got. But all these things need to actually solve the problem of what your avatar is actually looking for, okay? So this will get standard. But what's important here is to not just list what they've included, talk about the benefits. So instead of like just saying you get a meal plan, it's you get nutrition, coaching, and education, because we want to actually educate you and empower you so you can achieve lifelong results without ever having to go on crash diets or juice detox or shit like that you don't need. We do body scans. What we'll do is we'll do a scan at the start and then a scan at the end, so we know exactly where to look. Like you can see. So this is where you start including, like you start talking about what's actually included as part of your program in order for them to go from sad face to smiley face. Then ultimately, right at the end, you say, now does that sound like something you've been looking for? ? Or does this sound like a good fit to give you that, that jump start that you need ? Now here's the big thing. Do not move on until you get a resounding yes from them, because this is a trial close. Do not move. Yeah. You're like, okay, there's no point trying, because now what's going to happen is you're going to try and close them in this next section. They're not going to buy. You're going to have to get into objection handling, which might go a bit pear-shaped. And then you're going to try and do the follow-up, and you're going to tell us that leads aren't picking up. No. Get a resounding yes, and if not, go back and problem solve. Oh, that didn't sound like an absolute fuck. What do you think is missing? They might say something. Oh, I'm looking for a pool. Oh, mate, we don't have a pool. Or it's like, I'm looking for ice baths and saunas. Have you got that? No, we actually don't. But we partner with such and such down the road. Or why is it that you think you need, and then you go circle back to their goals. But assuming you get a yes, now you move into the close. This is the close, okay? Now, what we want to do in this close, we want to avoid things like sign up, contract, commit. These are all like hectic words in the sales process. We want to say something like this. We go, look, we've got our next intake starting on Monday. We do have limited access because we like keeping the groups nice and small and intimate so that everyone feels like they get the right level of attention, because we need to help you get from A to B, right? And once the spots are gone, they're gone for that particular week. Once we've onboarded you here, I'll book you in for that Monday. You can start on any day. That's it. Whatever your lines are there. Now, obviously, we want to get them into a group induction. Now, normally it's 356. These are just random numbers, okay? But I want to illustrate something. Normally it's 356 for everything. Sometimes I don't even say the dollar sign. You can play around with that. Normally it's 356 for everything that I've mentioned to get you from A to B. But because you've come through the Facebook promotion, we've brought this price down to only, dramatic pause, like trust me on this one, it's a dramatic pause, or it's normally 356 for everything. But because you've come through the Facebook promotion, we've brought that price down to only $199 for the whole thing. It's a spring special, summer special, Black Friday special, fucking whatever day of the week it is special that you've got. And you want to hear you want to hear their reaction. And so getting started is super simple, mate. What we're going to do is we'll go through your payment information over the phone now, and then we'll book in a time for your orientation session. Now, I've got all your details. I might just confirm your email address. You read out their email address, and they're going to be like, okay, fuck, we're doing this. And then we'll send you your receipt and confirmation to this email. Now, for the $199, here comes the close. Don't get weird. Would you like to use your Visa or MasterCard? Now, at this point, don't talk. After you've said, would you like to use your Visa or MasterCard? Don't talk. The first person that talks loses. I can't be any clearer than that. And then they'll start reading out their number and go, great. Number when you're ready. Perfect. Great. Well, look, listen, it's awesome talking to you, Jesse. You mate, I'm so pumped for you, and you want to make sure that they leave feeling excited, right? So you're excited, nervous, don't worry, mate. Everyone feels this way, but like you're making the right decision in order to go back to their goals, back to their goals, back to their goals, back to their goals. Now, this is the bonus. We want to ask for a referral, okay? Now, some people like to get a friend and family member on board for their support too. I can make that call for you. Who would you like me to call? Always try and get one, maybe up to 3. Now, listen, well done and great to have you on board, and have a great day and leave them on a massive high. Team, like there's levels to this S.O.L.V.E.R script. What I've just gone through there is the base level. When you come to the calls, the live coaching calls, and there's additional advanced training on this. We talk about tonality. We talk about the 7 touches. We talk about like the Wolfpack Diamond. There's so much more to it than this, but this is the base level script. This is absolutely enough to get you to 40% conversion rates on all the leads that you're getting from the campaigns that you're just now launching. Do me proud. Do yourself proud. Make some sales. I believe in you.